this happens to you guys too, but I guess I'm going to make a little rant video about it. About reading, my attention stuff with reading. So I have ADD. I guess it was kind of like a diagnosis or whatever when I was in like 6th grade. I was diagnosed with it, and that was like 3 years ago. 3.5 years ago. So now like today, for example, I'm sitting on my bed right there, and I'm trying to read City of Glass, and I'm about halfway through it. It's been, I started on like Friday and it's Monday, so that's not that bad. But I've just found like when I'm reading nowadays, this didn't used to happen to me, even when like I was first diagnosed with ADD or whatever. People used to just say like, oh my gosh, you read so fast, your eyes like bolt across the page, and I never really did it, because like when I'm reading, I'm not really thinking about how fast I'm reading, but I used to like look down and I'd be like, oh my god, I've read like 50 pages. That doesn't really happen to me anymore. Like recently, like ever since I started taking this like one medication for it, I don't know anybody else who is taking like Vyvanse or Adderall. I've tried both of them, and every time I go on either of them, for like a week afterward, I have this thing where I'm reading, and because I was diagnosed with ADD, so my mom every once in a while will I have a prescription for it or whatever. So I started taking it like in the fall because some of my Spanish grades were like crazy, and mom's like, oh, maybe you need to pay attention better, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. I started taking it, and ever since then, like since winter break or whatever, I hadn't taken it for a while because I haven't been in school, so I was on winter break. And I don't have to take it all the time because I'm not hyperactive. It's just like when I really need to pay attention or whatever. And it's kind of a medication that's like out of your system in 24 hours. So I'm reading my book, and I'm like totally into it. Like I love this series, and when I'm reading like any big series that I really enjoy, I will look up fan art. I'll tweet about it. I'll go on Instagram and like post fan art stuff. I love DeviantArt. I'll just like be on it all the time. So I'm really interested in it. But ever since I started winter break, and I've been reading, this happened with the last book I was reading too. It just, like, I'm reading and I'm thinking about other things, and sometimes I'm, like, not even reading. It's like I'm kind of, like, looking at the words. And I don't know if that happens to anybody else. Does that happen to anyone else? Which, this is a big problem for me, because reading is, like, one of my favorite things. And I'm, like, an active reader, and, like, I don't know if you guys have seen my GOODREADS, but I have, like, a lot of stuff on GOODREADS. Ever since, like, winter break started, I have been reading a lot, because I got the Mortal Instruments series, box set. So I got like the first 4 books, and I bought the 5th book yesterday. So I think I'm going to do a book talk about those. And also I have a different camera, but I just thought I would film this on my MacBook because I have a vlogging camera and stuff, and I thought I was going to do vlogs on this channel. But I don't know if that happens to you guys. So comment down below, and I'll put some links for my like GOODREADS and stuff, so you guys can go check that out. But just tell me what you think is up, and hope you guys subscribe, and yeah, bye.